Hi there, Junior Roses. Welcome back to the YouTube. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a teenagers comparison where we compare what teenagers are most likely to do. We're going to start with what teenagers are most likely to do and finish with what they're least likely to do. So if you're a teenager, or if you're going to be a teenager, or if you ever have been a teenager, make sure you stick around to see just where you fit on this list. I just realised that's basically everyone, isn't it? I'm excited to watch this video to see how I compared to other teenagers. Before we start, guys, I just want to point this out. As always, of all of you fantastic people who watch my videos, there's a massive 71.5% of you not subscribed. Well, I would love to get that down to 0, because I don't understand it why you guys watch my videos and don't subscribe. It's free, it's easy to do, and it really means the world to me. So if you don't mind whacking that like button and subscribe button, thank you so much. I love you. Okay, so the first thing, 1 in 1.2 probability. So basically they're very likely to do this. Have a first crush. Can you feel the butterflies? It's saying that some people don't have a first crush. I don't know of anyone that hasn't had a crush. And if they say they haven't, I feel like they're just lying. 1 in 1.5 probability of teenagers getting acne. Interesting. Your face is going to look better, I promise. Yeah, there was always that one or quite a few annoying people that just wouldn't get acne when they're in school. I got acne. It wasn't as bad as some people, but I did get acne. Interesting. 1 in 1.9 probability of losing your virginity when you're a teenager. Make sure you know your options regarding birth control. Well, there you go. I was not a teenager. I was like 21, so not a teenager. Some people are scarily young as well, like young teens, and it's honestly scary. It's just the most terrifying thing. 1 in 2 probability of having your first period in your teenage years. Interesting. A milestone for all girls. Yeah, I remember when I got mine. I was 5. That's interesting because it comes early for some girls before they're in their teens, and then for some girls it happens when they're in their teens. And there's no right or wrong. 1 in 2.2 probability of having your first kiss in your teens. I was in my late teens. I was 19. Most will have gotten their first kiss as a kid rather than a teenager. Yeah, most. Thanks for making me feel bad, video. Most might, but not this guy. Not even in primary school. I was just too scared. I was too scared of girls and too busy eating slugs in primary school to be kissing girls. 1 in 2.3 probability of trying alcohol when you're a teenager. You hated it the first time, right? Yeah, I did, because I had a beer, and I still don't like beer now, and it's... Yeah, I did. I don't know how old I was. How old was I? I wasn't 18, I was just a bit younger than 18. I think I was like 16 or 17 when I had my first beer. 1 in 3.1 probability of getting friend-zoned. Interesting. This can be very painful when you're a teen, I know. I didn't really get friend-zoned in school, mainly because I didn't actually try to get a girlfriend. I guess I avoided that pain altogether, which is kind of a good thing. Don't forget, guys, as this list goes on, the things that happen to teenagers are less and less likely. Make sure you stick around to the end to see where you fit on this list. 1 in 3.3 probability of playing beer pong when you're a teenager. One of the most popular drinking games. I mean, yeah, I definitely played that. In my late teens, though. I was 8. I definitely didn't play beer pong before I was 18. I would have died. 1 in 4 probability of getting a part-time job in your teens. Yes, I did when I was 16. A summer part-time job can buy you a lot of beer. Yeah, not when you're 16, it can't. A, the money is paid, and B, you're legally underage. Oh, God, I hated that waiter job. I was on £6 an hour. Woo! 1 in 4.2 probability of cheating on a test. Do you think it's worth the risk? No, I don't, actually. And that's why I never did it. I never cheated when I was in a test. So, yeah, and I'm proud of that. That's why I failed all my exams. 1 in 4.3 probability of getting into a fight when you're a teenager. No, I didn't, actually. I never got into a fight, but I did get into a stone throwing competition. Not really a competition. A stone throwing fight. Which is probably worse than an actual fight, because I could have killed someone. But, yeah, my friend hit one of the baddies on the side of the head, and it just so happened to hit him in the side of the head where he also punched me. So, have that. There is a 1 in 5 probability of having a death of someone close when you're a teenager. Oh my God, really? That's scarily high. That's 20%. It is okay to need some help to recover from this. I mean, someone close. Yeah, I suppose my nan and my granddad died when I was a teenager. I had pets and grandparents die. So, they were close. That counts, right? 1 in 5.1 probability of breaking a bone when you're a teenager. I have actually never, touch wood, broken a bone. Never happened. I hope it never does. On average, every person will break 2 bones in a lifetime. Oh no, I'm not looking forward to that. 1 in 5.6 probability can text with eyes closed when you're a teenager. Really? Can I text with my eyes closed? Right, I'm going to try this. What should I try and type? I'm going to try and type the word JJ Everett Rose and see what happens. Okay, so eyes closed. It's not, okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. JJ Everett Riss. Teens know better their phones than anything else, so this isn't that hard. It's really bad English. Did they type that with their eyes closed? 1 in 6 probability of visiting YouTube daily. I mean, yeah, I do this. I did this and I still do. This is why YouTube is so famous. And hopefully they're all going on YouTube to watch JJ Everett Riss. 1 in 7 probability of having a pet when you're a teenager. Pets can be a great support during these hard times. Yeah, to be fair, being a teenager is hard. Not just because you're in school and you're like the hardest point of school and you've got loads of homework and exams and stress, but like you're also going through loads of hormones and hormonal changes, and it's just bloody hard. And yeah, I had pets, as I spoke about. They died, but I also had other pets that also died. I had so many pets. I had like 4 dogs. I've had like throughout my life, I've had like 5 or 6 cats. I should probably stop killing them. 1 in 7.6 probability of getting depression when you're a teenager. That's very sad, actually. It is very important you are aware of the signs of depression. Yeah, and if you think you have got depression, then definitely go see someone about it. Speak about it. Speak out. 1 in 8 probability of skipping school. Some teens find school really boring and don't find it important. Well, they might not think it's important. When they say skipping school, I think they mean skipping classes. And that is probably pretty accurate. I do remember when I got to 6th form, there were quite a few kids that would just like skip lessons. I never did because I was a little good boy. I was just so scared of getting told off, so I'd never wanted to do anything wrong. 1 in 8.1 probability of running away. Most of them end up regretting. It's pretty deep, isn't it? Imagine running away. I definitely never did that. 1 in 9 probability of staying awake for 24 hours. Did you ever try this? I always fell asleep. I think the latest I've ever stayed up is 6 a.m. And that was just through... I was gaming with my friend. I think we were playing like Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1. And it got to a point I was just like this. And my legs just started hurting. I was so tired, but I wanted to see how long I could go. And my legs just literally started aching. I was like, I can't do this anymore, James. I've got to go to sleep. 1 in 10.5 probability of a teenager trying illegal drugs. Marijuana is the most famous drug. No, I wouldn't recommend that, guys. I definitely wouldn't recommend that. 1 in 11.3 probability of sending nudes when you're a teenager. Be sure to consider some things before you start sexting. Yeah, definitely don't send nudes, guys. I remember there was a whole school assembly on sending nudes and why you shouldn't do it. It would be so embarrassing if you sent a nude to someone and it just got around the school and everyone saw it. That would just be the most horrible... Yeah. I can't actually think of many things worse. There wouldn't be many more embarrassing things to happen in a school, would there? 1 in 12 probability of being on a sports team when you're a teenager. This can be great to learn how to work in a team. I was in a sports team. I was on the badminton team. God, I was cool. 1 in 12 probability of having a fake ID when you're a teenager. It says, I bet you have or have had one. I actually have never had a fake ID. I wasn't really that fussed about like drinking or getting into clubs under 18. It just wasn't really my thing, so I never had one, but a lot of my friends did. 1 in 12.5 probability of being obese when you're a teenager. Obesity is a medical condition that affects 35% of US adults. You know what? That doesn't surprise me. I wonder what that is in the UK. It's probably a bit less, but not much less. 1 in 14 probability of going to a concert when you're a teenager. You never forget your first real concert, right? My first real concert, I think I went to like Paloma Faith. And it was really good, but I was a teenager, so I just didn't think anything was good. So I remember just sitting there like this the whole time. But looking back, it was really good. I was just at that age where I just hated the world. 1 in 15 probability of going to a summer camp when you're a teenager. There's a chance you find your teenage love there. No, I never actually did a summer camp. I got the opportunity to. I remember them asking around in school if we wanted to do it. They asked specifically the D of E students if they wanted to do it, and I was doing D of E at the time. I was doing D of E bronze. I was hating D of E at the time, so I was like, no, I'm not doing that shit. Not more socializing and walking. 1 in 15.3 probability of getting alcohol poisoning when you're a teenager. Shit. 5% of alcohol poison deaths happen to people aged 15 to 24. Oh my god, that is crazy. I suppose it's because they just don't know their limit and they're just like, oh my god, alcohol! And they just don't know what they're doing. They've just discovered alcohol, think it's the best thing in the world, and go too far. It's really sad, actually. 1 in 16 probability of getting a license in your teenage years. I assume it means a driving license. Your parents will definitely thank you. Yeah, I got it when I was 17. So that's no, 18. I was 18. That is a teenager, isn't it? 18. Well done, Jake. Gold star. And I passed first time. I was really happy about that. 1 in 16.4 probability of having suicidal thoughts in your teenage years. Oh my god. Your mental health is very important. Make sure you're okay. God damn, it's like the same thing as depression. If you are having those thoughts, if you are depressed, then definitely 100% speak to someone about it. Don't bottle it in and keep it to yourself. 1 in 17 probability of never being bullied. Interesting, in your teenage years. Have you ever been bullied? I would say I have, probably in primary school. I would never say I've been bullied that badly. The worst it would be is like kids calling me Ginger, and I'd be like, yes, well done, so observant of you, congratulations. And that would be it, and I'd move on. But yeah, apart from that, I think I was pretty lucky, to be fair. 1 in 17.8 probability of getting a tattoo. This is a very permanent thing. You should think a lot about this. Yeah, I agree. I don't have any tattoos, and I don't plan to get any. I just can't think of anything I would want on my body for the rest of my life. So I haven't got one. Maybe I could get one of Henry somewhere. Who knows? If JJ's Unteachable's cartoon takes off and does really well, maybe I'll get a tattoo of Henry somewhere. But maybe not. 1 in 19 probability of owning an iPhone in your teenage years. That statistic is definitely wrong. There's way more than 1 in 19 people or teenagers owning an iPhone. Like literally, I would say it's probably 80%, if not 90. 83% of surveyed American teens own an iPhone. Crazy. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. 83%. Why does it say 1 in 19 probability then? Is it 1 in 19 of all teenagers or 1 in 19 of all people worldwide? It's a bit confusing. 1 in 22 probability of using a credit card in your teenage years. They usually use their parents' card. Oh my God, no. I never used a credit card. I had my own debit card linked to my own bank account. I had a part-time job in my teenage years, so I was actually spending my own money and earning my own money. Pretty good, actually. No, my parents would not have given me a credit card. 1 in 23 probability of being stalked in your teenage years. Okay. You should go to the police as fast as you can. This can be dangerous. I mean, I don't think I was ever stalked in my teenage years. Not that I know of. Maybe they were a fantastic stalker and I never found out. A little bit worrying to think about, though. 1 in 26 probability of not watching TV in your teenage years. I remember one of my friends in school didn't own a TV when I was a teenager. Who even watches TV anymore? Apparently, still most do. They were called Ed. Hi, Ed, if you're watching. And they were a farmer. And their parents just didn't have a TV or any technology. I just thought that was crazy. 1 in 30 probability of getting married in your teenage years. Most of the times they get married so young are due to traditional reasons. Interesting, yeah. Nope, I'm not married. And I'm past the time of being married in my teens, but I'm very glad I didn't. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do you know of anyone who's married in their teenage years? 1 in 32 probability of getting an eating disorder in your teenage years. There's a lot of deep topics in this video, aren't there? This happens twice as much to girls. God, that is really sad, isn't it? So unfortunately, it's just our society at the moment. Modern society has made it out as though you need to be super skinny to look pretty, and it's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's so stupid and really sad that girls feel like that. Don't forget, guys, these things get less and less likely as the video goes on. Make sure you stick around to see exactly where you fit in on this list as a teenager. 1 in 38 probability of crashing a car in your teenage years. Oh my God, please don't drive if you have been drinking. Yeah, I think you're most likely to crash your car in your first year or two, aren't you, of driving? Which is a scary statistic, but you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. It's just because you've had the least amount of practice, I guess. But no, I never crashed my car in my teenage years. I didn't really drive that much either, to be fair. I'd just be to Tesco and back. Because my work used to be right next door, so I'd walk to work. 1 in 47 probability of being a regular smoker as a teenager. Don't smoke, it's bad for you. What he said. 1 in 50 probability of throwing a big party in your teenage years. I didn't really throw any big parties. My sister definitely did, though, and I kind of joined in on them. So yeah, my sister was the party animal, and I wasn't the socially awkward one, but I don't know, I didn't throw big parties, and I didn't really get invited. It's kind of sad, actually, thinking about it, isn't it? No, they don't actually happen as often as we believe. Blame the movies. Yeah, that is true. Oh my God. 1 in 75 probability of getting pregnant in your teenage years. I mean, as long as it doesn't happen when you're in school, and you're ready for it, and you wanted it. God, I can't think of anything worse. Imagine being pregnant when you're a teenager, or you were in school. It's actually scary that can legally happen. Like, you could legally have a child at 16. This can be really hard, especially if your family doesn't support you. I think that's meant to say especially, but it's missed out on E. But anyway, God, yeah, imagine even worse yet, having a kid when you're a teenager in school and your family isn't supporting you. What do you do then? You're fucked. 1 in 80 probability of going to prison in your teenage years. There are more than 2.2 million prisoners in the USA. Did you know? No, I didn't. That's crazy. That's actually a massive amount, considering what's the population of the USA? It's like 300 million, isn't it? That is a lot of prisoners. 1 in 230 probability of getting plastic surgery in your teenage years. Nose reshaping is the most famous plastic surgery among teens. Yeah, that's the thing. So many people don't like their nose. I don't have any plastic surgery, and I don't plan to get any anytime soon. 1 in 299 probability, it's very specific, of getting a top score in your exam as a teenager. Only 0.334% of all students can do it. Definitely wasn't me. 1 in 300 probability of being suspended from school as a teenager. Most of them don't tell their parents. How would you not tell your parents? How would your parents not know that you've been suspended from school? I suppose what you could do is, if you've been suspended and your parents haven't been told, you would just pretend you're going to school and then just walk around. But that's like, God, that would be really bad, wouldn't it? You got no school life, you got no relationship with your parents. That would be intense. That would certainly be an intense way to live life. 1 in 960 probability of being prom king or queen. Having a great night with your friends is the most important thing. Agreed. I was not prom queen or king. I didn't go to prom with anyone. You know what? Looking back at my social life, I was a bit autistic, really, wasn't I? I don't know. Just didn't really like doing any of that kind of stuff. I did enjoy prom, though. It was fun. It was fun going with friends. I just didn't have a girl to go with, and I was all right with that. Oh, okay. Right. It's jumped up a little bit. 1 in 120,000 probability of being kidnapped in your teenage years. In the US, 99.8% of the children who go missing do come home. That is good to hear, although a little bit worrying for the 0.2% that don't come back. That is, yeah, scary. That is a scary statistic. 1 in 120,000 as well. That is a lot more than you'd want. Like, ideally, that's just 0. Okay, guys, we've made it to the last 2. 1 in 57 million probability of winning an Olympic gold medal in your teenage years. Only 19 teens were able to do it. That is crazy. That would be, I mean, obviously, it's one thing winning a gold at the Olympics in anything, and it's another thing doing it in your teenage years. Like, that is, what was I doing in my teenage? Having a wank is what I was doing. Discovering my penis. I don't know what you're thinking. What is one step up from winning a gold medal in the Olympics? Well, it's a Nobel Prize. There's a 1 in 7.8 billion probability that you've done this. So basically just one person ever. Malala won the Nobel Peace Prize when she was 17. That is insane. Fair play. Fair play to her. Right, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. It was definitely an interesting video, comparing myself to other teenagers. Hope you enjoyed watching, guys. Before you go, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Take it easy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!